What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a different type of video. As some of you might know, Discraft came out with the Zone GT Battle Pack. So we have the Ringer GT Concept Zone and the Banger GT Concept Zone. So we're going to be playing a 5-hole loop out here at the Houghton University Woods course. And we're going to be testing these two discs out, and at the end, I'll tell you how I feel about them and which one I'm going to be voting for. So let's get right into it. Alright, so here we are, hole 1. It's a 222-foot par 3, just right up that hill past those trees. Just gotta kind of get lucky. So we're going to go Ringer GT first and then Banger GT on a backhand. Definitely stable. Get up there. Flew great. Right off the rip. Now we're gonna have the Banger GT. Definitely feels a little weird in the hands with that groove right there. But we'll see how this flies. A little wider. And it hits the tree and rolls all the way back. Well, we'll have to get up and down for a par from there. Alright, so here we are, the lie of the Banger GT zone. As you can see, we have this straight gap. I'm going to try a little forehand right through and try to get up and down to say par. First thoughts on the forehand feel. You really do kind of struggle with, having the pointer finger right on the dip. But if you do a split grip type of thing, it feels pretty nice. So we're gonna try and do a little split grip through the straight gap, little flex on it too, and try and get it up there. Perfect, go in, drop. Oh, right over the top. Oh, that'll be a par. Alrighty, so we got the Ringer GT Concept Zone down here, putting for birdie. We're just gonna use these as putters today. Perfect. So that's a birdie for the Ringer GT Concept. And we have the Banger over here for the par. So, birdie par to start. And let's move on to hole 2. Alrighty, so here we are, hole 2. It's a 658 par 5. It's going to be just straight, and it's just going to keep going, and then it's to the left in a little cove area. The Ringer GT Concept Zone got the birdie there, so it has the box first. We're just going to be giving a little forehand power flat, aiming at the left side, and let it hyzer from there. I mean, those are really stable. Plenty stable. They probably will fight the wind. So now we have the Banger GT Concept Zone. Just the same idea. Maybe aim a little bit more left. Try to get it. Maybe some flex too. Oh yeah. It's up there. And you could see it definitely fought out of the flex. I did give it a little anhyzer, and it fought out of it beautifully. And we're definitely up there. It's going to be a long, 4 shots from there. Alrighty, so here we have the Banger GT Zone. It did go a little less further than the Ringer GT, but maybe by an inch. They're basically almost about the same distance. So we're going to try a backhand hyzer, aim at the right side. The left side is OB. We do have a sort of left to right wind, so we're going to make sure to put it flat and towards that right side. Yeah, maybe not the flatness I wanted, but on hyzer, we went pretty far. So we're gonna have an up and down from there. Alrighty, like I said, the Ringer GT went maybe about an inch, 2 inches further than the Banger GT did. So this one we just have a straight shot. We're gonna put it on a forehand because, like I said, the left side is OB, so we want to stay away from that side. So we're going to put a little flex on it, aim towards the left side, and let it get out of it and show the torque resistance of it. Yep, definitely put some anhyzer on it, fought out of it, and it's on the hillside. We're gonna have maybe a tough up and down from there, but we should get a par if anything. So here we are at the lie of the Ringer GT concept zone. You might be able to see just the yellow band of the basket sticking out in that cove. That's where we're heading. So we're just gonna put this on a backhand, hyzer out to the right, and let it just drift in under the basket. Just like that. Fade, 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 fade. Went a little long. Gonna have a long putt from there. And the Banger GT zone is just up here. We threw a backhand from back there. Got a ways up here, and it was a lot less further than the, or not a lot less, but an inch or two less than the Ringer GT. So got some distance on the backhand. So we'll have a little less in towards the basket. We're gonna do the same thing. Aim a little less right than we just did, and try and hook it into the cove. Spiking hyzer, and it'll be right under the basket. That was a great shot. That felt good. All right, so here we have the Ringer GT concept zone, about just outside of circle, and we're gonna give it a bit, even though there is a death drop off behind it. Oh, just short. So we'll be tapping in the par for the Ringer GT concept zone there. And then, like I said, the Banger GT concept zone, park the upshot, birdie, just like that. And we'll move on to hole 3. All right, so here we are, hole 3, 291 foot par 3. The Banger GT will have the box. It got the birdie there, and we're tied at 1 under each. So we're going to be throwing probably a forehand. You can just see the basket down this steep hill. We're just gonna give it a forehand flex and let it come out. I really don't want to go backhand. There is a swamp down there, and I want to avoid that at all costs. So we're gonna do the forehand stand still with the Banger GT concept zone and put flex on it. Yeah, sit down, hit a tree. Should be off to the right, but a putt nonetheless. Now we have the Ringer GT concept zone. Basically the same thing we just did with the Banger. Little flex and let it come out. And we put that, oh, held it a little more. It is long. We'll probably have an outside the circle look for the birdie for probably both the Banger and the Ringer GT concept zones. Alrighty, the Banger GT concept zone was a little short, did fade off a little more. And we're up here just outside of circle. Have a long look for the birdie. One thing I did notice after throwing those shots was the Ringer concept definitely held the anhyzer more than the Banger GT zone did, and caused it to go a little more. We are outside of circle for both, but we do have a long range effort downhill. Let's see if we can convert this. Oh, skied it. And another long comebacker for par. Alrighty, so the Banger GT concept did get a little rollaway and have a inside the circle still. Look at it, but 25 feet, and we're gonna give it a good bid. Hopefully we can save par, keep it clean. Oh, just short, and we'll tap in the unfortunate bogey for that. The ringer still does have a long birdie look. Alrighty, so this is where the ringer GT zone landed. We will have a long range effort. Hopefully we can convert and it'll go 2-stroke swing on this hole. Little straddle putt. Boom. Oh, and it just dropped out of the sky. Didn't feel the tailwind. Looks perfect out of my hand, but it's a par. Par is better than bogey, so only a 1-stroke gain there for the ringer GT. So the Banger GT is at even, and the ringer GT is at 1 under. Alrighty, here we are. We skipped down to hole 17, just a 5-hole loop, like I said. It's a 205-foot par 3. It's going to be up that hill into that little cove to the left. The ringer GT got the par there, so it has the box. We're going to be putting this on flat, maybe a little flex, just to get up there. There is a slight right to left wind, so we'll see how it reacts to that. But definitely flat to a little flex. And of course, the wind is picking up, so we'll see how it handles the wind. Well, that wasn't flat at all, but it is up there. We will have a birdie putt. That was just straight hyzer. But if you do put them on hyzer, they are very stable. We're gonna try to put this on a flat angle. I mean, look how stable that is. I mean, granted, it's going uphill, but still, that fought out of it so easily, and I tried yanking it over as hard as I could. That one is going to be a par, for sure. Alrighty, so this is where the Banger GT concept zone landed. They have a tight gap, to say the least, to try and get up and down for par. We do have this right-hand gap we can try to putt through. That's about it that we have, so really can't give this a bid. Although we might have something, but it'll have to drop. So this should be a par, if anything. Yep. And just like that, it'll be a par. Alrighty, so this is where the ringer GT concept zone landed. You can just see the basket right there. Probably be blocking it, but we do have a gap for the birdie putt, which realistically we should make. Yeah. Not sure which has happened, but totally rung around the basket and jumped out. So tapping par's coming, but that was absolutely shocking. Can't believe that just happened. Alrighty, so we have tapping pars for both. And this is the Banger GT, which stays at even, and the Ringer GT, which stays at 1 under. Alrighty, here we are, hole 18, last hole. It says it's a 249-foot par 3, but that is not the one we're playing. If you see the yellow basket right there, it's going to be diagonally right, and it's going to be that white basket up there. It's about, I'd say 400, 415-ish. We're going to play it as a par 4 with the zones. And the GT, the Ringer GT, still has the box. We're going to be putting this on a forehand, making sure to get it over and put it inbounds because the car path over there is out of bounds. Uh-oh. That's not good. That one's gone. Should be able to get it. Alrighty, well, since that's in the water, we're just gonna lay up over there, make sure we do get across, and just put it on forehand. That should be good enough. That's unfortunate. Well, the Ringer GT sadly has passed away in the Shen Pond at Houghton University, which is really unfortunate. So we're just gonna play out the last hole with the Banger GT concept zone and try to get up to the white basket still. That is inbounds. Well, here you can see the white practice basket that we've been aiming for. We're gonna give this a good honest bid with the forehand, see if we can't throw it in from long range for the birdie possibly. Little split grip action. Can't talk apparently. And just give it a nice soft hyzer bid. See if we can't put it in possibly. Go in. Ooh, little long, but still have a putt for par. Well, this putt is just to save some pride in the fact of losing that. Downhill, straddle putt because it's on a hill. This is the safe par, so definitely would like this. Boom. Yes, let's go. That was a good putt. Granted, it was left side pocket. But that's going to do it for today's video for the throwing on a round part. We're going to go in the field and throw the Banger GT concept zone. Even though we don't have the Ringer GT, we'll just see how this one flies, and then we'll wrap up the video. Alrighty guys, so to round out the video, we're just going to do some throws in the soccer field here with the Banger GT concept. We're going to just aim probably for the center of the field where that big circle is, and we're going to throw it there on a backhand, try to get it flat, and then we're going to throw it back on a forehand, and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, so that landed kind of back edge of the circle. Definitely has some distance on it, especially with the hyzer on it. We tried to put it flat, high, and it did dump. These are definitely stable, the more stable runs of zones that I've seen. Um, Although the 21, 22 ledgestone zones were pretty stable, this one kind of seems to be living up to that, but we'll throw it back on a forehand, see how it handles some flex. Also, guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm going to link my handle down in the description below. Also, if you didn't see, I am now an ambassador of Upper Park Disc Golf. So if you want to check out some great bags, some great apparel, go check them out. Use my link in the description below. Get 15% off, and it will help me do some tournaments around and also collegiate events. So thanks for helping. We're going to be throwing the banger back on a forehand. We're going to aim towards the soccer net. We're going to put it on some flex, see how it handles slight headwind. So we'll see how she does. We're going to try once more with the forehand, and then we'll wrap up the video. Alrighty, here we go. Forehand attempt, take two. Little, probably split grip action, and just put it on some flex. Make sure to actually put it in the air this time, because that would help. Oh yeah, and look at that come back. Yep, they are some stable discs. Alrighty guys, so that's going to be it for this video. I really enjoyed throwing both of them until the Ringer GT that I then threw into the pond. But I really liked the Banger GT concept, and I'll probably vote for that one because that one's just the most fun, and that's what disc golf is really all about. It's about having fun, and I mean that just feels like a fun mold to throw. And first off, fan grips would be great for that, especially like trying to do up shots with it. And also just it fit really well and it felt comfortable, especially the thumb track when throwing it on the power grip. My thumb fit right in there, kind of got on the edge of the groove and felt like I was able to really power into it, and I seem to be getting more distance from that one anyway. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit the like button, and if you want to see more disc golf content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on. And I'll see you in the next one.